Hi, welcome to session 2 of Unit 4. Here we are learning about employee performance appraisal. At the end of this session, we should be able to explain what performance appraisal is, list and explain 3 approaches to appraisal, state and explain 3 ways in which appraisal is important, explain any one limitation of appraisal. What is performance appraisal? Performance appraisal is a regular, formal, and recorded review of the way an employee is performing on the job. So, performance appraisal, we are recording your performance on the job, your actual performance on the job. It is mostly regular, meaning it is repetitive. Maybe in a week, in a year, 3 months, 1 month, you are going to perform appraisal on your actual performance, and it is formal and recorded for future reference. The approaches to performance appraisal include performance traits approach, results or output approach, job regulated behavior approach. Here, when we say performance traits approach, we are looking at your appearance, your punctuality, your leadership skills. That is, if you're a leader, you are leading a team of people or an individual, and cooperativeness in working with other people in order to come to a common goal. The results or output approach, here we look at your sales figure. That is, if you are doing sales, your performance is being measured on a sales quota basis. We look at your wastage rates. How much are you wasting in order to achieve a certain objective? We look at the complaints received from our customers, from the other employees in the workplace, or even your direct supervisors. Okay, then we look at the costs incurred. So in your quest to achieve a particular objective, what are the costs you incurred in doing so? Then we look at your job related behavior performance. How do you go about your work? How do you go about achieving the day-to-day objective? If any of you here is a worker, can you help us know how you are appraised at work? How is your performance appraised at work? However, I'm going to explain to you how performance appraisal is done in an organization. So points are allocated to the various approaches to appraisal so that each aspect is captured. Your personality, your job related, your results approach. So all these 3 approaches, we are going to allocate a point to it. So first, appraisal can be done in 3 ways, either by your manager or your supervisor. He is going to appraise your performance. Secondly, you as an employee can do a self-appraisal. So here, it increases your employee involvement in review process. So an employee appraises himself and is able to know where he or she went on. So that means you are fully involved in how your appraisal is done. Then we have subordinate appraisal. Subordinate appraisal is mostly for developmental purposes. So let's say you are going for a promotion or something. We need your subordinates to appraise you, how you were able to lead them. Did you communicate with them well? How effectively you delegated your authority, and team effort or coordination. These are some of the things we look at under subordinate appraisal. Appraisal is done in 3 ways, either by the manager, self-appraisal, or by a subordinate. What are the importance of appraisal? After appraisal, performance appraisal actually is when you are going to measure your actual performance with a set standard. So how well are you delivering what your output? Is it in line with what you were supposed to do? Are you doing well? So when an organization conducts an appraisal, it helps us to identify training needs. So you conduct an appraisal and you know this particular employee is lacking in administrative roles. So now you know that, okay, this person is good with technicalities, but how do we give this person the right training to be able to also perform administrative duties? It improves present performance. When you know how you are doing now, you'll be able to improve on tomorrow's performance. You will know, I didn't do this right. Okay, now I have to do it this way. It improves communication in the organization. First off, if your employee is involved in his or her review process, he knows that you've given him the confidence and the trust. The subordinate also promotes communication where employees or subordinates can come out and say things that probably is not known to top management. So Your performance is punched from so many angles that it improves communication in the organization and includes every part of the organization. We have improves motivation. Performance appraisal is a form of motivation. It motivates you to do better. So if the organization appraises your performance and they realize that this time you did very well, so how about we give you a benefit or an incentive? That incentive or benefit is going to serve as a motivational force to improve your performance in the long run. It serves as a disciplinary documentation. Remember, we said appraisal is a formal written document. So, as a document, it can be put down for reference purposes. So, when necessary, disciplinary actions may be taken against you if you've trailed off, if you didn't go according to your duties, if you didn't do what is right or what was right by your responsibilities as an employee. It helps to determine your pay. So with performance appraisal, we can determine whether your pay should be increased, whether it should be moved to a different location, and as you move to a different location, your pay may increase or what decrease. It determines employee placement, as I was saying. So here, should you maintain you at where you are? Can you do better at a different job assigned task? Will you do better if you are reassigned to a different job? These are all the importance of training that we've come up with. You can also add some importance of training appraisal in class. So far, we've learned the approaches to performance appraisal. We also learned how performance appraisal is done, self appraisal by your manager or by your subordinate. We've also learned the importance of performance appraisal as we just talked about. Thank you. See you in our next session.